Well, hello and welcome. I'm Peasant, and I'm going to be taking on Prussia 3 with this bloke here, old Vital Strength of the Earth. This is one of my weakest spirits, so who knows? Who knows how it's going to go? I've looked at this board state a little bit before I started recording. Obviously, you've got the jungle initial explore, so these builds are of interest. And the trick with this spirit, well, I'm not qualified to say what any of the tricks are of the spirit, but you're always placing a presence. And here it's actually, this gaining cards is a bit of a problem for this spirit, but in this instance, by making a sacred site here, getting this extra Earth's vitality defense, that's actually a worthwhile thing to do. And it means I'm gaining a power card, because you start with kind of powerful but expensive cards. So I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to work towards this second play. And we'll see what we get. So what icons do we like? The repeatability, I don't know. This is hard to actually trigger. So, but if you think about it, sun, mountain, and greenery. Okay, sun, mountain, plants. So, I mean, as we're so bad at gaining powers, gift of power is kind of tempting. It's the most important thing for us. It is mountains. So I'm going to factor that in a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to go gift of power here. So I've only got the one card play, and I probably want to be thinking about what's happening turn 2. So I think this is going to be defended by the sacred site, and so I think what I'll go with is probably guard the healing land next turn, except I won't actually be one away from a sacred site. That's problematic. This is the only land that is free, and maybe this land I just forget about this land. That's possibly a worthwhile thing to do. I think I'm going to go with gift of power. Just let this land suffer. I mean, I might even draw something useful here with gift of power. We'll see. All right, this is nice because we can use guard the healing land on here, remove that blight, and defend soon, but not now. All in time. Nature's resilience is great, but the trouble with this spirit, in my personal experience, is I just don't do enough damage. But nature's resilience is amazing, especially as I've got some water lying around. Yeah, I think I will pick that up. Range could solve that problem, but we just, I mean, the most we ever get up to is 4, and it's going to take me ages to get up there. So I think it's resilience. So it's still a bit defensive, but hopefully the gift of power is going to, give me some luxury purchases. So I'm going to let this one go, I think. But I can at least get up to 2 actions now. Do I even have 2 worthwhile actions? The answer probably is no. In fact, I don't even need to use guard the healing land here, because if I just place a presence this turn and then another one next turn, then it will defend and clear with these. But I want to get rid of this blight, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to maybe stick over here. But I'm going to want a sacred site in one of these areas anyway, in order to have kind of sacred site targeting all over the map. So I think maybe a presence in here. So we're going to be reclaiming or gaining energy. Let's gain some energy, because obviously all my cards are very expensive. And do I even need 2 card players right now? I'm just letting this go. This is actually defended. I don't think I need 2 card plays. Maybe I just get some extra energy. I'm showing my inexperience with this spirit. Okay, so I'm not even sure I want to play any of these. I mean, I could be thinking about a bit more long term with some rituals of destruction. Maybe. I've got lots of energy now, which is good. I mean, I could. Well, it's going to be too late to rescue that bloke, but rituals of destruction. How much damage is that? That's actually 5 damage. So a town and a city. I mean, to get to the 3, I need to be gathering somewhere where I already am. Bit of a long-term process, whatever I do. I mean, I could use Year of Perfect Stillness to prevent a build. Could be. I mean, it might be worthwhile. It's just so expensive. It just doesn't feel good. to do that. And I suppose actually here I could use Year of Stillness and draw to kind of bring Dahan into there. Yeah, we'll do a bit more undoing than I like to do, but you know, sometimes you've just got to undo. So I'm going to take from this card place track instead. I'm going to go with draw and year. And so this is just setting this land up so that in the Ravage next turn, it will clear itself. So it feels like I'm spending a lot of energy to do not very much, but you know, you can't have everything. You can sometimes only have something. So yeah, I'm just going to gather this guy. Oh, it wants me to. I'm not going to gather any explorers because then I'm tipping that over from a no blighter into a blighter. So this turn, the plan is to guard the healing land in here. That's pretty much as far as I got with my plan. This Ravage is fine. This is nice here, having this wetlands, because then when it tries to build, it'll be empty, because I've just wiped it out, and the same in this instance here. So what are we doing with our mountains? This might be a nice place to think about. Yeah, so after the Ravage, would be nice to push to get some guys in here. Maybe think about some rituals of destruction. Can I do that this turn? Maybe if I gain 2 energy, I could rituals and guard. But the trouble I have there is that my Dahan would be actually in there. So never mind. Never mind. Never you mind. Okay. Reclaim's actually kind of tempting, so I could start using Gift of Power again. Because again, I don't really have anything that important to do this turn. I think I will probably try, as I've got the Gift of Power, I might just keep trying to charge down that blaze track, and I would definitely want to make this sacred site here, so I've got complete coverage. Is the reclaims a bit of a waste? Not really. I think as I'm only playing 1 card this turn, I think it's kind of okay. But I want to be building a useful hand. That is the something in my experience of this spirit is having a useful hand of cards is that's difficult to achieve. Okay, so we're going to guard in here, remove that blight. So we've got, that's really nice for us. Those wetlands sorted. Whoa, this is kind of good luck for us as we've cleared this. Well, it's not kind of good luck; it is good luck. So we've got the escalation effect here. So obviously, I'm not going to put it in a wetland or a mountain. So sand or forest. Let's put it in here. We don't have any big destructive effects just yet, so don't want to cluster stuff unnecessarily. And these ravages here are going to clear these lands again, so that has worked out. That's a nice bit of luck there. Call of the Han Ways could be good, because then I can sap for Rituals of Destruction by just using people that are kicking around. And again, so we want sun, mountain, and green. A mountain is the trickiest one for us, or the one we need most of. And the trouble I have with this spirit is just being too defensive, so I'm probably going to have to try and swing over something more offensive pretty soon. This is at least fear. Yeah, let's go with Call of the Hunways. That's just on instinct, really. Okay, so yeah, I do really want to actually start doing some damage. So our wetlands are fine. This is a 6 damage Ravage. So Nature's Resilience will sort it out. Same here, except that here we'll actually get some fight back. And I've just realised, oh dear peasant. Let's pick up the Dark and Tangled Woods because it just works this turn. Because we can Dark and Tangled in there with in here even with our innate defense, and then that's glorious. So we're going to go with these 2 this turn. Can we get up to 3 actions? We can. Lovely stuff. So we're only going to have 3 energy unless we take this option here. Could think about some Year of Perfect Stillnessing. I think we're short on energy, so we're going to go with energy here, and we're going to be thinking about where we might want to have another sacred site. So, matters too much. The nice thing is with our dark and tangled woods, maybe a mountain or jungle's good, because actually that is pretty effective. Let's stick it in there. And so we are dark and tangling in here, and we're nature's resiliencing in here. We do have an extra card play. These don't really achieve much. So maybe I could think about trying to set up for a Rituals of Destruction. I could just do it now. Be pretty wasteful, because it's only going to do me 2 damage. So let's think about setting one up for the future. We can also use draw to prevent a build, but it's a bit late for that. I probably should have been thinking about that earlier in the game. Alright, so we're going to Dark and Tangled Woods in here, so that's defended. We're going to Nature's Resilience. At least there's Dahana there to fight back. And here's the fight back, so I'm going to take out the city and town. Yeah, this is very lucky with these wetlands. Game is doing me a solid, but I have to be careful not to run out of time. Wrong set of cards. Okay, so in this case we want to probably put it in a forest or a sands. We'll put it over here, I suppose. There's Comic Sans. Right, so we can think about gathering some Dahan for potential rituals. We're just in the clear here with these ravages. Let's build. See, we can. Damn it, these are kind of all separated from each other. Unfortunate. And we can't prevent these builds. So maybe I'm just gonna gather these huts from here into somewhere a bit more useful. Yeah, let's put them in here so that they can at least fight back in the ravage. Except it's going to be a pretty big ravage, but oh, we can even bring this bloke in who's just doing nothing. I'm not going to gather any explorers, I don't think. I'm just going to gather this bloke and this bloke. In you go. Okay, so we are into power. Ravages are fine. This build is going to take this from a 3, 5, 7 to a 9 damage. We might want to gain a card. Otherwise, we're going to be potentially using using 2 miners to actually defend there next turn. That's okay. I mean, maybe it's time to actually think about getting a major. Or actually maybe reclaim, get a miner, and then get a major next turn. Obviously, this spirit is weird because you're always placing presence, so the reclaim isn't quite as awful as it is with a lot of other spirits. We've got 4 card plays and we're not actually playing any. I think I will reclaim here just to get the most of all my plays. I could get more energy here, but as I've got, some useful things. I mean, the things that are they actually useful for me this turn? Not especially, because I'm gonna have 4 energy if I take this 4th card play, and defense that I don't need to do. So I am going to take from the energy track. We're going to make this into a sacred site. So gift of power, and I mean we could even remove some blight using guard the healing land. It's a bit feels a bit wasteful, but then we maybe that's what we do. Yeah, we can set up for we can even do a Rituals of Destruction in here. That's going to be reasonable. It's going to be blowing a lot of energy. That's okay. Oh wow, we're actually getting to repeat a power card here. So we could even get double gift of power. That's really good. Okay, so we can move and explore from a coastal land. Make much odds. I guess I'll from very little difference because there's a blight there already. Okay. Actually, this probably would have been better to remove from. Okay, so we'll look at the new information first, because Gift of Power might be pretty nice for us. And we're going to be ministering some slaps in here. So this is a gather, so I can gather 1 more. Yeah, let's Gift of Power first, see what we get. Gift of Constancy feels like it should be good. It's got the mountain on that we like, and it gains us energy, which is good because we've gone a heavy very heavy on plays. And it has the mountain on it. Steam vents is going to be quite good for us because we can just use it to destroy towns. And there are towns flipping everywhere because I've not been destroying anything. I think we're going to be wanting to go for a major next turn, so I think I'm going to go with constancy. I'm kind of playing by instinct here. You kind of have to if you want to play this. Well, in my experience, if I'm going to play this in a reasonable time frame, I just gotta play it quick. Yeah, and prioritizing the mountains makes me think this. The call to tent is great, but we're doing all right for the blight. What have we got? Got this blue threshold, so either call to tent or pull beneath. This does have the mountain on it. Let's go with pull beneath. And we're going to bring this. We could bring this guy in. After the destruction, it's going to kill a city and a town. Yeah, let's bring this guy in. You're going to have a wonderful time, Explorer. Okay, so 5 damage, so that's a city and a town. Oops, and that is a mistake I constantly make because of the way that the damage is applied. So when you've got a pile, it kind of jumps across. So to hit the same one, you have to kind of follow it, and I often don't. But you're going to have to. Sometimes you have to catch it before new information is revealed. So, right. So this Ravage is going to be a little piddler. So I can defend it with Dark and Tangled Woods, which is ideal. Actually getting some fear, because we've just done very little. We've only earned 2 fear cards so far. So we probably are going to want to go up to 4 actions this turn. And we've got this Ravage here, which is a 7 damage Ravage, which is very resiliable. Yeah, so I think I'm going to want to try and get in a major here. We've got some cards that are a bit forgettable, like Pull Beneath. So let's do that. Yeah, so we'll gain a major here. We'll obviously look at the card first, because it might be that we just desperately want 1 more energy for it. Let's see what we get. Okay then, so none of these have mountains on. Vigor is just a power card. Always happy to see Vigor, and we're actually pretty good at getting the sunshine we need. We'd have to use Nature's Resilience, but we're probably going to use that most turns anyway. And we've got Draw of the Fruitful as well. And we've got a pretty solid army over here. In fact, if we go with Vigor of the Breaking Dawn, we can kind of clear this out and just start marching onto the coast. We can even be thinking about clearing the interior, which is lovely. This is exactly the kind of offensive spell I need. Although these are also, this is a questionable use most of the time. Unless you want that 3 fear, in my experience. Power Storm is... no, we're just going to go with that. And I think I'm going to forget Pull Beneath, just because I think that's what I'm forgetting. Yeah, so I'm going to have only 4 energy. So I might actually not go with the 4th action here because I want to spend energy in here. I don't actually no, I've got this as a 0 coster. Because okay. So if I use Vigor of the Breaking Dawn in here, it will clear this land out, so I don't need to worry about this Ravage. If I want to trigger its bonus, I need Gift of Constancy as well, and okay, I can't do that. Let's not get too excited about doing that. It is still worth playing, and if I Constancy, I will get it back. But Dark and Tangled Woods does just solve this problem. Maybe I hold off on this for a turn. So what I'm thinking is Dark and Tangled Woods, Nature's Resilience in here, and then something else that's useful. Can I keep in my guard the Healing Land for probably this area here? Though actually that's not going to be quite enough damage. So this, and I could just go Constancy. But it feels like energy is the thing I'm short of right now. I can always get up to I can always take this because I'm always going to be gaining presence of something. That's the main upside of this particular spirit for me anyway, is that you are always. Oh, I've got repeats. See this repeat thing? I am not factoring that in at all. So we are doing stuff, and hopefully next turn we'll be able to start really slapping them around with this. Yes, especially when we take our fourth action, we could maybe get our fourth action with the reclaim, and then hopefully we can start doing this. Okay, right. So obviously it's going to be us that we gift of strengthening, and we're going to be constancing on ourselves as well. And we've got a plan, so we'll do it. Defend in there, we'll defend in there, and I've got a repeat. So do I want more energy to keep more cards? As I'm gonna probably be reclaiming next turn anyway, am I? Because I want to try and get the innate on this. Because what that's going to enable is, see, this land's going to be clear anyway. It's going to enable me to just completely brutalize everyone. So I'm probably reclaiming anyway. Is that correct? Am I just lying to myself? Yeah, because I need this red. I probably need this yellow. So I could Gift of Constancy to get Gift of Constancy and Nature's Resilience again. And not have to reclaim. There's nothing in there I'm desperate for. I think I am going to double Constancy. And see, I'll see how well I confuse myself. Each player removes 2 explorers or a town from land with huts. So these guys are all dead anyway. These guys aren't, so we'll... Oh, and I did that the wrong way. I should have actually let that be destroyed. And then we've got, well, that fear card turned out pretty fortuitously. Alright, so we are now into the explore. So Prussia is... And it's easy to get mixed up here, so these are about to shift over. So, so I want to put this probably not on the coast, because it's going to immediately ravage. So, yeah, so... so I want to probably put it in one of these areas here. I mean, I am about to send my Dahan and marching, and if I'm going to do it with Vigor next turn, I could put it in here because they're going to be... Yeah, let's put it in here because they're just going to get wrecked next turn. Okay, so I've got... So I'm going to reclaim this and this. So this is just for the mainly for the icons. Obviously, they're useful cards. So this turn, my plan is Vigor, Gift... Oh, I can't even play Year as well. So Year takes care of this awkward space. I've got lots of energy now, but I probably want to get up to... So here we're going to Vigor, we're going to attack in there, and then move in here and do some damage in there. We've got this Ravage that we can maybe Year of Perfect Stillness. Yeah, we need all 4 of our actions, and in order to we're probably going to need energy more than anything. I want to reclaim them. I think I'm going to just gain energy, and I may as well start putting it somewhere that might become relevant. But I mean, there's a good. You might want to leave a kind of corridor for Blight to potentially go down. But this area in here, this is the worst land to possibly get blighted because it's only got 2 adjacent lands. So I've got my 4 actions. So in theory, this should be... I mean, I could have actually guarded this healing land there, but I'm kind of going on the offense now. This is such a powerful... The spirit is so powerful in defense that you've really got to be... can be really difficult to not just... So yeah, this is weird because I'm playing stuff that's kind of overlapping for the sake of icons. In fact, I could defend in there, and then I could actually Year of Perfect Stillness to prevent a build over here or something. That's probably better. Okay, so obviously I'm going to Constancy on myself. And so the Vigor is going to be in here, then we're going to push them in there and there. And so we'll push this lad into here, and we'll push this lad to here. It's a shame to kind of split up that little army, but hopefully it'll be okay. So if I prevent this build here, then actually in the Ravage next turn, I realise I am just letting this blight. So yeah, let's not worry about that, especially as we've already got this Sacred Sign there. Let's stillness in there because it will prevent a ravage and a build, and we can resilience in there to defend that because it's 7 versus 6. Each player makes a town with a explorer in a coastal land. Yes, here. I guess. Okay. And we have Sun Wetlands Explorer. Ah, look at that wetland. It escaped being explored. So I do get to reclaim something. I probably am going to reclaim all here, so I'm not going to go into the tank for this. Okay, so obviously I have no cards. This Ravage here, this is very, very guard the healing landable. And this is actually defended too, but I'm going to actually need to do something on offense. I could just gain a power card here. Guard the healing land is actually pretty good. Maybe I do need to think about it. Maybe I'm not going to reclaim, because I mean, I could reclaim this, but I'm not going to get the bonus effect on it. But yes, actually, these aren't going to do that much for me. I mean, yeah, this is just not really going to do much on its own because you just got these little piddlers not doing anything, especially in the fast phase. Yeah, I think I will. I think I will actually just stick with what I was doing and gain a major here and discard something from here. So let's see what we get. I'm going to have 6 energy a turn now, so that's going to feel pretty nice. And these are not horrible icons for us, he says. Are they? These are the perfect icons. These are the yellow mountain greeners. So there's that. And the perfect icon is we're going to be able to potentially use it multiple times. So I think that's what I go with. Wrap the Wing. Paratroopers, as it's known to its friends, is also very good. I don't have a particularly nice setup for it. It's okay. I mean, I can't even paratroop and then use Rituals of Destruction or whatever it's called. It is Rituals of Destruction. Oh my god, I didn't misname it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this. And I'm going to forget something that I'm not using, like Rituals of the Fruitful Earth. And we are going to be going up to 6, so this is a 0 ranger, so I may as well make another sacred site down there. We're going to be guarding the healing land in here, and we're just going to be playing all of this. I've even got the threshold effect on that, which is pretty nice, and I can even repeat it. So that's okay. Right, so this is the very obviously right thing to do. So we have the healthiest possible island. I'm going to obviously constancy on ourselves, and then obviously I've got the repeat here, and I can actually do it on this if I wanted to. Right, so I just need to work out what my plan is here. So I mean, I could trees and stones prevent this build. It's obviously worthwhile by doing this damage here. Then I could push and move the defend. Obviously, that's moving the defend isn't super useful, but what it would mean is that, say in here, there'd be extra Dahan. So actually, I think I might push these guys in here for this Ravage. This build, clearing this area here is probably as good as preventing a build. Actually, I think I'm lying. I actually get a pure repeat of this as well with Gift of Strength. So I could do this, move them in there, and then move these guys in here. Yeah, that's better. So we'll do this in here. Push this guy in here. Oh wow, we can even clear this land. And then we could do this again. Do that, and then push this guy in here, which means that on the Ravage, that'll completely clear. Okay, so we're doing alright. We've cleared most of the interior. How much time have we got? This is the problem with the spirit. Yes, we've only got 2 cards left. Oh my. Oh my. We're going to want to reclaim more here because this isn't enough cards. Just that. And we have... Okay, sand. We have only 1 Ravage that actually matters. Where are we with our... We're only at terror level 2, so we need to destroy all the buildings. I don't think we can do that in the fast phase. are going to be reclaiming our cards, I think. We do obviously have all of our, the tricks we start our game with. And we can even use things like Trees of Stones in conjunction with Rituals of Destruction. And we have, of course, all the energy we could ever want. We put this in here. We can be working towards a sacred site for that. So I don't think I'm going to be able to win it this turn, but should be able to do some pretty serious damage. Got lots of energy. So we have this Ravage the Mat. So the straightforward way of dealing with that is, of course, Stillness, and I'd almost completely forgotten about Vigor. So can I... Where are all my Dahan? We've got 2 over here, 1 over here, 2 over here. So we could try and get them all here as a kind of a bit of a battering ram. So all we need is a... Lots of things. So I'd need to make this a kind of safe space for my guys. Not that I need to worry too much about that, to be honest, but 8, 9. So I'd need to basically wipe out all of these. So that's 8 damage I'd need to do. So 4 Dahan would be enough to do that with Year of the Breaking Dawn. And also, if I do use Trees and Stones, they will, and I move these guys in with it, they will have defense in there. Maybe I can do this in the fast phase, because I will be able to repeat stuff as well, potentially, if I get more Yellow Mountain greens going. So Gift of Strength. I mean, I only need 1 more mountain, and then I actually can repeat, say, Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. That's pretty powerful. So it might be able to do it this turn. Because these are the only buildings. So I need to do 8 damage here. So that's 4 Dahan need to get in there. I'm sure I can do that in the fast phase, though. I'm sure I can. Yeah, I don't think I can. Okay. And this is 9 attack damage, so it's... I mean, this is the straightforward answer, is to Year of Perfect Stillness it. But then we don't get any of the kind of fight back on the Ravage, but maybe we don't care about that. We could just spend this turn getting our Trees and Stones kind of lined up. But we are going to have a build in here and here. Can prevent that build. Yeah, okay. So we're not going to do this turn. We're gonna clear this land, bring them in there, bring these guys in there. So they should bring 8 defense with them, which will be enough. I think 6, 10, 11. No, it won't. What are you talking about, peasant? It won't be quite enough, but we can make it enough. We could just use this. No, we're going to stillness it. Oh, you're getting circular, peasant. We're going to stillness it. We're going to bring these lads in. We're going to obviously have prevented this build here. And can I prevent this build here? No, but that's okay. We could if I tried really hard. Because this is a push. Could push in there and just kill it with a... Yeah, it's pretty wasteful, but I've got lots of energy, so maybe it's okay. I feel like there might be a way to puzzle out a perfect solution here, but I'm not going to puzzle it out. Okay, so I've got the repeat on a 3er. And so the idea is I want to get everyone in here. We are definitely still singing here. Because I don't think I can work out how to do that. So, in fact, I could clear this out with Trees and Stones. But the main thing is we want to get everyone into this area here for a finale involving Vigor. So, done that. We've actually got Rituals of Destruction. I didn't even notice I'd squeezed it in there. Oh, God. Peasant, peasant, peasant. All right, so if we do this, it's going to clear that. We can push 1 in here, push 1 in here, and then we can Gift of Strength we've already given, so we could do it again. just to get the extra Dahan in here, which will mean we can Rituals of Destruction in that for 5 damage. Okay, and we've also got the Vigor. Well, oh yeah, we can use that as a very expensive way of preventing this build for potentially winning in the next fast phase. I mean, though, if we are double vigoring next turn, it'll actually be quite easy to take out this town. Oh, there's a Ravage there. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, let's just administer some slaps in here. Let's kill these cities. That's basically a whole fear card. And each player might gather an explorer into a land of buildings or a town into a land of cities. I guess we want to... This area we're going to be doing a lot of damage in, potentially. Okay. Right, so can I win it in this fast phase? Well, next turn's fast phase. So I can clear the buildings in this land this turn with rituals. Let's see. So 5 damage, it's killed both the towns. Okay, hopefully we're not going to run out of time. I generally lose with this spirit for running out of time. So there's one more explore card, so we've got to win it this turn. And there's only these 2 buildings, so I should be able to do this just by reclaiming. I've got all the energy in the world, so let's reclaim. Let's stick that somewhere arbitrary. And we want to kill these guys in the fast phase, so our way of doing that is our slightly expensive movement method of trees and stonesing. And so we just need to do 5 damage in there in the fast phase. So we are going to need to actually repeat. We're going to need to repeat this. So we need our yellow mountain green. So Rituals of Destruction is a very straightforward way of doing that. And so what we short? We short a mountain. So for our third trick, we can go with. Don't think it really matters. Famous last words, of course. Let's just go with. Let's just go with Dark and Tangled Woods, because who doesn't love a Darkled Tanglewood? Darkled what? What? Okay, we'll push these guys in here, and hopefully, if my calculations are correct, it should be victory. Let's just scare them a little bit. Oh well, actually, yeah. So yeah, this is done. I just need to destroy this city. It's done. So, that was Vital Strength of the Earth versus Prussia 3. So thanks for watching here, being here. Like, subscribe and all that, really appreciate it. And feedback too. So yeah, thanks so much for being here. I've been Peasant, and I'll catch you next time.